Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Looking now at some numbers for OG Anunoby.
And he slipped a little bit in terms of his defense in the past 10 games. You can see his steal numbers have dipped. He isn't playing with the same assertiveness that he had been. His coach has got to get through to him.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Chicago, Josh Giddey out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Smith. Then there's Isaac Okoro. And it's Buzelis in at the 4-man position. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
Now here's Towns. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Pass to Brunson. Banked it in off the glass.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Okoro outside. Chicago passing it around. Giddey against Bridges. 5 on the clock. Smith outside. Pass to Jones. And it's New York with a rebound. This game following their win against the Rockets.
A comeback like that one, so late in the game against a tough opponent, I doubt anybody saw that one coming.
Nice work by Bridges to finish that play inside, showing you some physicality that belies his frame.
Here's Giddey after the basket by New York on the other end. Lets it go from the wing. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the shot goes.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Now here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 20. Towns outside. From downtown, drills it from deep.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Okoro outside. Smith outside. It's Giddey on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges.
Oh, what you say?
Wow!
Come on now.
And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now it's Hart. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, B.A. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Out to the wing. Smith against Towns. Count it. Towns has got 5 now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Giddey. Jones against Brunson. Smith with a screen on Brunson. Jones drives in. Stolen by Bridges. Fast break. Here comes New York. Stolen by Giddey. Pass to Okoro. And that one's good. Giddey Giddy's got his second basket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Jose Alvarado is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And as a player, how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success, Clark?
Tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, BA. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponents.
Pass to Ivy. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Last time they met was in New York.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Simons finds Sexton. Ivy outside. Oh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Sexton against Clarkson. Back to Alvarado. Towns outside. Pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Simons with a rebound. Bulls trail by 9. For 3, Sexton. No good that time. Clarkson against Sexton. Three-pointer. That one is off. The Bulls have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Towns passes to Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Hart's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Okoro passes to Jones. Back to Okoro. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Jones. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Right there, Smith, operating as an opportunist, saves that possession.
Outside Hart. Jones against Brunson. Shoots off the step back, and it's New York scoring again.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Smith with a screen on Bridges. And that one's good. Giddy's got 6.
Yeah, Giddy keeping it simple there, taking what the defense gives him.
"36 seconds left in the first half of this one. To the middle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Here's Jones. No points so far. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Jones, the pass to Giddy. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Robinson with a steal.
Yeah, tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Back to Hart. The 3. Drops in the 3. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's the New York Knicks, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the New York Knicks.
Smooth operation. I wish every team played this intelligently.
Yeah, if you look at the shots they're getting, they obviously had a game plan coming in, Shaq.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Gotta get their dry cleaning down and pack up the suits because this is a business trip.
Yeah, they want to show what kind of team they are on the road. It's very different from playing in the comforts of your home.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Giddy has got the ball here for the Bulls. Down by 12. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. They've got Trey Jones. Okoro is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddy. And it's Smith in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. And New York shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan. And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Jones. It's good. Now here's Brunson. He has 6. Bridges outside. Hart from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Okoro outside. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Giddey. Smith with a screen on Bridges. 6 to shoot. Smith passes to Giddey. The shot no good. Nice D from Bridges. New York leading by 13. Outside Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Giddey defends. Out to Bridges. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 6 here in the quarter.
Mikal Bridges lethal in the catch and shoot. You've got to run him off those kinds of looks.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Taking a look at defensive metrics, these are the guys who continue to block shots at a high rate. 5th best, Matas Buzelis.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Bulls trail by 16. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. For Chicago, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Brunson against Jones. Smith with a screen on Brunson. Outside Jones. Pass to Buzelis. Off target from 3-point range. Knicks leading by 16. Now here's Brunson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Richards is checked in for Smith, and Sexton subbed in for Giddey. Both free throws good from Brunson. In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
2 points. That one goes. Brunson's got 10 points.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
For Chicago, Williams is checked in for Buzelis. Ivy comes in for Okoro, and Giddey subbed in for Jones. Sohan's checked in for New York. Alvarado comes in for Brunson.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Okporty's checked in for Sohan. Sexton against Clarkson. Down low. Here's Okporty. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And so it's New York, continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Kolek in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Ivy penetrating. Outside Sexton. Richards with a screen. Fires from deep. And it's Sexton with the 3. Sexton's got his first 3 points of the game.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Towns a screen on Ivy. Clarkson with the ball. And it's Giddey picking him up. Alvarado outside. Pass to Towns. Fades back. The shot's good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Richards. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Okoro is checked in for Ivy. And it's Jones in for Sexton. A big group substitution here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kolek. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Back to Brunson. Puts the move on, and he takes it up and lays it in. And the Knicks lead by 21.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And it's Giddey missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Brunson against Jones. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
One of Brunson's best amongst his many weapons, that mid-range J.
2 minutes remaining in the
Outside
game.
Jones.
2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. An open look for Smith. Good on the baseline, J.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. To the paint. Shot's good by Towns.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Smith outside. Pass to Jones. Back to Smith. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Smith's got 9 points now in the second half.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, he was a man-child menace on the boards, outworking everybody. Boy, that's a tone setter for this team, too.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Chicago passing it around. Smith with a screen on Bridges. Back to Jones. Missed inside. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game. Karl Anthony Towns.